Is The Last of Us the best video game adaptation? Has there even been a good video game adaptation?
Yep.
And
Chong
most
Li.
Oh Lord.
you shut your fucking mouth. You shut your whore mouth, Joshua. I do not care how high.
Assassin's Creed. Do people not like that movie?
I do not care how high you are. I will slap you, my good sir.
Lord.
Tomb Raider? No, not the last one. No.
The best video game adaptation has to be to me, or just me, Sonic the Hedgehog. I actually like that movie.
It's sad how right you are.
It should not be as good as it is, but it isn't.
And that applies to both of them.
Yeah. 1 and 2 are great.
Yeah. So we're gonna be discussing some of our favorite video game adaptations because always there is the worry that I think video game adaptations actually I think are getting better. You know what I mean? As time is going on, I think that, I know there was the dread of this show of The Last of Us. Was like, we don't, because there are a lot of terrible ones. But also, I think the TV show medium seems.
We just got a shitty Naughty Dog at year with Uncharted.
Yeah, we did.
Which I completely forgot came out last year. I would have probably put that on my honorable mention, but I completely forgot it came out. So
I didn't. I had to take a fucking train to see the goddamn movie.
Yeah, not great.
That I had to pay for.
So I mean, we could discuss. There's a few that I picked, and there's a few that Nick picked that we could kind of get into. And then if Hunter or Jevan, good, if you guys had some suggestions of also some of your picks, that'd be nice to talk about. One of them is a very newer one that came out last year that we did a review for, which is Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Have you all seen that show at all there, Hunter, Jevan, good?
I saw a little bit of it, yeah.
And what were some of your thoughts on it, Hunter?
I thought it was really interesting. Like, I think Cyberpunk, the launch of it was just fucking terrible. Let's call it what it is. Like I had installed the game 3 times so I could finally fucking play it in earnest. So it was like, oh, okay, and
Jesus,
and it's like I'd like the game on my PC, and once I started getting into it though, it's a cool fucking game. It just took a while to fucking work, but
it's cool. Yeah, it's a cool game that you have to spend like 100 hours of maintenance in order to get your shit to run it.
Exactly, but it's one of those things where it felt like people actually were kind of giving a shit about the actual lore of what they're setting up, and it actually makes me go, I'd like to see this continue. So yeah, it's something that I was pleasantly surprised by.
Yeah, Jevan, good. What about you?
Oh no, I didn't see that shit.
But I say you should see that shit because it's pretty good. I think it is a pretty solid show. The look of it is very interesting. Speaking about like apocalypse stuff and how that's played a lot. The cyberpunk type future, we've seen that a lot in different things and different mediums of that kind of future. I think it does, have kind of strong characters. I think the action in the show is very good. It seems like video game properties do much better in more of a TV show medium rather than a movie medium right now. It seems like I think that's kind of it's what's better for some of these video game stuff as of right now because you have Cyberpunk, another show that we're going to be discussing also as well. But I thought,
yeah, the secret sauce, I guess, to video game at least historically, has not just going to the television format, but going to animation, which brings me to one of my mentions, and that's going to be Arcane, which is the League of Legends show. And that one is just a very well done, very unique animation style, very well developed, well written characters that work even if you have no inkling of what League of Legends is, like a certain guy over here. Point to me.
I still have yet to check out Arcane. I keep hearing rave reviews for. I know it won at the Video Game Awards for Best Adaptation. Just recently, it was up against Cyberpunk, Cuphead, and I forgot the other one. It was up. It was going against, but it won for Best Adaptation there. It looks really gorgeous. It looks really good. I hear it's an amazing story too.
It's one of the most unique animations since something like Into the Spider-Verse. And the way this show is structured, it is a serialized format, but it is also a 3-act structure with it. You have the first 3 episodes, then the next, all telling a complete story in each one. And everything is done with stylistic flourishes, but they are all done with character motivation intact. Like there's a sequence with between Violet, who later becomes Jinx in the show, and she is having a fight scene with another character from her childhood, and it is flashing back and forth between when they were kids and to present day, and it is one of the most stunning sequences of animation I've seen in my entire life.
Jevan Good, Hunter, have you all seen Arcane?
Nah.
No.
Oh, but let me ask you a question real quick. You said that whole cyberpunk thing. Does Keanu Reeves appear in there?
No, he does not. It's yeah, he does not appear.
There's no reason for me to watch it then.
He doesn't. You don't get a breathtaking Keanu Reeves in it. No, you do not.
He was too busy voicing Batman and Super Pet.
And doing John Wick, I guess.
Yeah. But I recommend checking that out.
He's gonna fight Donnie Yen in the next one. He had to put his ass back in the gym.
Yeah.
And going into another animated one, Castlevania. Which thinking about it more.
So, excuse me. That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT.
I would say for me, I think Castlevania is the best video game adaptation. I think it's it's creeping up. I think it's one of my best anime series as well. I mean, I think it's absolutely amazing. I mean, we reviewed it and when Chase was still on the show, and talked about how much the action scenes were just so incredibly impressive. I mean, some of the best action I've seen in an anime series, and just the storytelling of it was amazing. And Castlevania, and I mean, everything about it I thought was just a lot of fun. It was really awesome. I mean, the characters, a lot of the visuals of it, and I just was continuously always more impressed. And like, it just feels like each season it just got better and better and better, just each season. And I know they're coming back with another one, focusing on another member of the Belmont family. I think it's Richter they're gonna do next, I believe, right? Another member of the Belmont family.
I think so. I think Richter Belmont is going to be the spin-off series that's coming.
And I'm very, very excited to see that. I'm very super, super excited to see that. Did any of you, Hunter, Jevan, see Castlevania?
So my partner swears by Castlevania. I have not watched it yet. She's not even a gamer, but she talks about how that's one of her favorite shows that she's watched. I have not gotten to it yet.
Damn.
Hunter, don't make me go Nathan Flynn on you.
Dude, I've got a lot of shit to watch, man. All right, I'm just getting started on Abbott. All right, like get in line.
I say kind of check it out.
Dude, your partner stands by Castlevania. Come on,
dude. I know. TV shows have not been on the radar recently.
half-hour episodes. It's one of the easiest you could ever do.
I'll get to it. Damn.
Jevan, Good. Have you checked it?
Dude, the first season is not even 8 episodes. It's like 4, and they're half-hour apiece, and it's amazing.
Jevan, Good. Have you checked that?
Watch Warrior. Make up your mind.
Motherfucker.
But yeah, I saw the first season of Castlevania. It's been like years though since I watched it, but yeah, it was a great show.
Yeah.
It was probably like the best video game adaptation TV show I saw at the time, and it looks like The Last of Us probably going to dethrone that. So Sonic the Hedgehog, best video game movie, best video game TV show at the time, Castlevania, I guess.
Yeah.
Hail Donut Lord.
But no. There's only one
Well,
TV show better than
uh,
Castlevania. That's the Resident Evil Netflix TV show, obviously. Come on.
But I know
Show.
Nick, you really loved the video game movie Werewolves Within. And
Yes.
movie rules.
Yes, that is a movie that I barely even knew was a video game because the video game is very much different from the film itself. The video game is very much like a VR type thing, and Werewolves Within it is done much more in the vein of something like Clue or something like Knives Out in terms of its cast and its characters. But the movie Werewolves Within, it is such a great, well done supernatural thriller, and it's one that is done by a director that Josh Chase and I love from his directorial debut, which was the little film he did with Aya Cash called Scare Me.
Okay.
And Werewolves Within, it has led by Sam Richardson, who is just playing the nicest person possible. He's basically reprising his role from Veep and just stuck in this town of all of these secrets and all of this just misfortune and all this doubt in just this town that is dying and all the people are losing their minds. And it's such a well done murder mystery between everybody in this time. It's one of my favorite movies of the last couple of years.
Wow. It's got the sexy chick from the AT&T commercials in this too, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, she's fine.
Yep, the lovely and uber talented Milan Vine.
Wow.
Is this that movie that came out in what 2020?
I think it was
2021.
Yes,
2020.
yes, it was. Oh,
Oh,
it was 2021.
Yeah, 2021 Werewolves Within came out.
Oh, so that chick from The Boys is in it, ain't it?
She was in Scare Me, which was the other director's movie that came out in
Aya
20.
Cash,
Yeah.
Aya Cash was in Scare Me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is the because I know Aya Cash is Jewish. Is the AT&T lady, is she Jewish as well? I don't know. Is she?
I think so.
Yeah, I was wondering because maybe the director's got a thing for putting very attractive Jewish leading ladies in his movies. Maybe he's got a thing for that.
And
Maybe.
God bless him for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she is. Okay. The AT&T lady is. Okay. Yeah, I've been meaning to check out this movie Werewolves Within. I've been meaning to see. I know that based on you guys' reviews of it, it's highly praised. You guys have loved it.
And you can see my guest spot on Hunter's podcast, The Real Pineapple. A couple years ago, our mutual friend Brad covered it for his spooky season. I think 2021.
Oh yeah, we did. That was a fun review.
Another movie I'm going to bring up. I wonder if this is more of a kind of people on the fence on whether it's good or not. But I really did like it and enjoy it. Detective Pikachu. I thought was actually pretty solid. I actually liked kind of what they did, immersing you in this world of like these Pokemon and everything like that. Like the world felt like it, kind of felt very lived in and everything like that. Like these Pokemon, like you have some Pokemon who are like homeless and shit. You know what I mean? You got some Blue Lives Matter Pokemon and shit. So I like kind of what they did with some of the different kind of Pokemon you see in the series. In the movie and everything. The story itself of the whole kind of mystery and everything, I was like, kind of like meh on.
Yeah.
But I still did have a good time with it. What were kind of some of you guys' thoughts on Detective Pikachu? Would you say that's more in the good category than bad category?
I would say it's in the category of not worst video game adaptation, but it's also
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, man.
Yeah. I'd definitely put it in probably the good category. I mean, it's a good movie, but not exactly a memorable movie. Like the story's not exactly good, but the visuals and everything are great. And Ryan Reynolds, he's actually somebody that can elevate a movie when he's in it.
It's when he's used right that he elevates it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like him tearfully singing
Uh,
Drifter Walk is hilarious.
I don't know. I still wanted Danny DeVito. I think Danny DeVito still would have been a good pick for
Oh,
me.
yeah.
They didn't want to. I mean, they didn't want to come out the gate being the greatest movie.
But yeah, and it's cute seeing all the different like Pokemon are cute. You know what I mean? It's all cute seeing all the different little Pokemon. Jigglypuff and Bulbasaurs and everything like that. So it's cute. See Charizards. Yeah, I'm a Charizard guy myself. I'm more of a Charizard guy.
Charizard was like the only one I actually had an issue with how he looked in the movie. I can't remember 100% what he looked like, but I was just like, yeah, they could have done better with him.
I mean, Mewtwo looked fucking dope in the movie.
Yeah,
The design.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was some of the video game adaptations that we thought were pretty good. Jevan, good. Hunter, do you have any other suggestions that you liked?
Nah, I think I'm good.
I mean, we've already covered the best video game movie so far, and that would be Hail Donut Lord, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes, Sonic.
I'd probably say the first Resident Evil movie's not that bad. I actually just rewatched that the other day. It's not that bad.
It's actually decent.
Fun
decent.
movie.
Yeah, I like the first and the second Resident Evil movie, but after that, yeah, that shit goes.
And you didn't like it when she was a cloned and running up walls and
Oh god, they stopped caring so much.
dude, she was in the Matrix or some shit. Like she was in the Matrix.
The only thing I would go to
Those movies became Paul W.S. Anderson just saying, "Look how hot my wife is."
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, the only thing I would go to Paul W.S. Anderson for is probably like if you don't have an ending for a movie, go to him because that's the only thing good about his Resident Evil movies. He knows how to end them, but that shit makes no sense in the next movie. Like half of the cast is gone. It's fucking ridiculous. And then I remember
retcon every single movie.
Yeah, then I remember in Resident Evil Afterlife where at the beginning of the movie, Wesker takes her powers from her. Says like all that healing shit, all that shit's gone.
In the next movie, they just give him back.
Yeah, that shit was stupid. But then right after he takes her powers, they crash into a mountain, probably like 100 miles an hour, in a fucking helicopter, and she just walks out just with, I guess, a hurt arm, and that's it.
With like a band-aid on her arm.
Yeah, that shit was stupid. Man.
Somebody did a really good casting. They said, why doesn't the dude Anthony Starr from Homelander from Boys, why doesn't he play Wesker? I think that'd be. I mean, he looks exactly like the character. Yeah, I mean, he's got that.
I mean, it can't be worse than the time they put Blade outfit and Tyler Perry wig and had him play Albert Wesker.
Yeah, I mean, I think he would make a really good. I think he's perfect for Wesker. I think he's absolutely perfect.
Oh yeah, he's a great actor as well. But I guess it just depends on the age of everybody else. Like I guess him and Chris Redfield are around the same age. So with that reboot of Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City, they want everybody to be around the same age. So I guess he would probably be like, I guess, a good 10 years older than everybody else. So,
yeah, because Anthony Starr is 47, so he's 47, so you'd have to find somebody.
Shit.
Yeah.
He hides it well.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was some of our best video game adaptations.